sell that tip? All right, we don't need to know that anymore. All right, so that's what we got. We got a gold pack right there from the first couple solos. All right, let's keep going. Let's get, and as you notice, that they're all moments. They're all moments. Yeah, Blackout, I don't understand what you're doing, bro. Okay, what's going on, man? Banner Trial, what's going on? Okay, you want to play Madden 19? Okay. Okay, you said you hope that he takes Flacco's job. Lamar Jackson? I don't know. If he looks really good, though, if Lamar Jackson looks really good today, it might cause a lot of problems for Joe Flacco. But problems in regard to his actual reputation. Because monetarily, he's already set. You know, they gave him a boatload after the Super Bowl, so he's good no matter what. But this is kind of hard for a veteran to deal with a young dude coming in to take it. But if he shows signs that the Ravens will be better off with him, they got to go with him. Again, passing for 30 yards out, I'm going to tell you right now, you know what I'm doing. But we're going right back to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's get it. Let's get it right now. There we go. Throwing streaks, throwing streaks. Mike Evans on one side, that dude on the other side. That's it. There we go. All right, so let's try to see. Is he going to be able to run past him? A little bit. Okay. Is both feet in? Come on, it came. Bruh, both feet were in, man. Yo, Colts, much love. 8 months in a row. I see you, bruh. I appreciate that sub right there. How? Bro, I don't understand what's going on. Why did... See, we're going to... Okay, I should have probably went with Mike Evans. Because you see, with competitive mode in the past, they didn't allow you to aggressive catch. Even when it was on like rookie, like it is now, they didn't let you do it. All right, he's gone. He's gone. You got to speed him, man. He's gone. Don't, you can't press him. Never press Tyreek Hill. Never press Tyreek Hill. That's the best $1 that I ever spent in MUT. I spent $1 to get that card. One of the cheaper packs at the beginning of the like when I first logged in. I spent $1 for Tyreek Hill. One. Yo, Wog, I see those glitchy globes. I appreciate you, brother. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much like you guys got to be able to understand that there's certain things that you're gonna need. Tyreek Hill, he's gonna make this so easy for me because it doesn't matter what they do, they can't stay with him. They really just can't. Travis, what's going on? The Rams are gonna be nasty. Look, the Rams. If the Rams don't go to the Super Bowl, this season's a failure. So all the Rams fans that are coming out of nowhere and like, yeah, bro, yo, the Rams, they have a sick team. They got to beat on those Vikings, though. You see Harrison Smith right there? You got to beat on those Vikings. That's not going to be easy. That's not going to be easy to do. So for everybody that's running off at the mouth about the Rams, it's Super Bowl or bust. Now, if you lose the Super Bowl, that's even worse. But they have to at least get there. That team is stacked. All right, pass for a TD from 40 yards out. All right, Tyreek Hill. Snowman, what's going on, bro? All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and get this done real quick. The Rams are going to be, listen, man, that team is assembled very, very crazy. It's assembled very, very crazy. So, guys, be very, very careful, man. I'm telling you right now. Because if they, okay, which guy, right there. We got him. Let's go. Just straight streaks, bro. Just straight streaks. I'm just throwing streaks, man. Straight streaks right there. Mike Evans is a goon, low-key. I'm not even going to set trip. We might have to do his power up. You guys think I should do his power up and just not care about anything? What do you guys think? Let me know. The Eagles? See, I don't know about the Eagles because we got Carson Wentz is a goon, but Nick Foles, I don't know how silent. Eagles fans are dangerous fans.
No, well,
and Carson Wentz comes back off his injury, and he doesn't like that they want to see all of it. What I was saying, it just says complete overtime. Okay, there's no goals. I don't think there's any additional goals. Okay, so there's none. Pass Martini, that's it. Complete. All right. Because you could always press the square button or the X button if you're on Xbox to see like if there's.
Yeah, I left it open last night.
They also show it at the first screen also, but I don't know. I really don't know how the Eagles are. See, because they beat up Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? Like the Philly fans beat up Santa Claus. So if you're gonna beat up Santa Claus, you'll do anything. You know what I'm saying, bro? So if Carson Wentz comes out and he's struggling a little bit, and he's not what he was before he got hurt last year, there's going to be rumblings of Nick Foles. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be rumblings. Yeah, what's going on, BK? There's going to be rumblings of, yo, we need to put this other guy, and he's a Super Bowl MVP. And that's what I'm concerned about. So you guys got to be careful with that when it comes to the Eagles. All right, so as we go further back, it gets a lot easier if you have a Tyreek Hill. That's why I recommended it in a video before this for you guys to do the Tyreek Hill set because it's just better. I'm going to block everybody there. L1 and up on the right stick. I'm going to go ahead and block everybody. All right, can we get past the defense? Can we get past the defense? Can we get past the defense? Can we? Oh, yes, we can. Let's go. Tyreek Hill is just way too fast. So, like, that's the key pretty much to doing gauntlet. It looks like you can just fly through the gauntlet with it. Even on competitive mode, they're not stopping Tyreek Hill right now. You know what I'm saying? So, that's pretty much where we are with that. You said you would love your Pats to get to the Eagles and Super Bowl again and beat them? Yeah, well, we got to see what happens. The Patriots are almost like streamlined every year because they're in the AFC East to go. But I don't know if the Eagles are going back. I would probably bet that the Patriots will be back there though. If I had to bet, I would bet the Patriots would be back. Because like let's think about it, right? Blake Bortles is still the quarterback for the Jaguars. They have the best defense in the NFL, but Blake Bortles scares me. So I don't know what Blake Bortles we're gonna get from time to time. So if Blake Bortles is Blake Bortles, I don't like the Jags' chances in the playoffs. The Steelers, they're always that team you got to watch out for. You know what I'm saying? After that, the Texans might be pretty good this year also. Deshaun Watson can stay healthy. Healthy J.J. Watt coming back. Andrew Luck comes back to the Colts. I don't know what that means yet, but that could have some playoff implications. There's a lot of different teams, man, that could cause some problems. Pass for a TD 70 yards out, that's fine. You can do that too. We got 2 wide receivers available and a 50 for a halfback. I don't know what that means. You said, okay. You said Blake Bortles is undefeated on 8 planets? Yeah, that's Blake Bortles facts. You know why they probably would give him a contract extension, why he got one? Because he works for them. You know like how the Ravens won the Super Bowl with Shannon Sharp and they had that bum at quarterback? Sometimes a bum quarterback works, and you got to know what works for you, and you got to keep it going. Oh my God, bro! Yo, he dove like 90 feet.
Did you go?
He dove 90 feet, bro. I tried to cut it off, but the dude dove. Bro, the dude was a gazelle.
You got the plug too?
Feet, though. Like, what am I supposed to do about that?
But nothing comes out.
Like, if you're diving like that, you're in the wrong sport. Like, you need to go and,
it's rough.
Say, go be an Olympian or something. Like, the dude dove 90 feet, bro. Like, come on with that. When Tyreek Hill is burning you deep, just take it like a man, bro. Like, what's the problem there? All right, get up there. Let's go. All right, he should be good. Get there. Come on. Oh! That was, they cheated the computer. Because he tackled me. I was trying to wiggle around like an idiot, but they just cheated me. They cheated me. Hacky Sack, what's going on? Jay Cultivator, what's going on? Okay, if you don't go, you want the Packers to go? The Packers, defensively, that's all that Aaron Rodgers has been lacking his whole career, is a solid defense. The last good defense he had, I think, Woodson was on it, Charles Woodson. Was that the last good defense that Aaron Rodgers had? I don't, like, his defense has been giving up points like it's the end thing to do, bro. Like, it's crazy. All right, so we got a gold plus a gauntlet. Okay, we got a gold plus a rookie gauntlet pack. All right, so we just got to pass for a 90-yard TD. Yeah, Tyreek Hill is necessary for this, man. Tyreek Hill is necessary for this. No, I'm enjoying the game pretty well. Pretty much. Yeah, Jay Martins, that was pretty close, but what happens is they dive so far, I don't know what's up with that, bro. You know what I like, though? It's not really a war. They're giving them extra diving, like, you know what I'm saying, and they're able to get it, but it's not a war, like, they don't slide into you like before.
There you go.
Okay. With Madden Championship Series and MUT salary cap.
They don't slide into you.
That's nice. That's nice to see that.
That was the wildest shit.
Yeah, Woodson and Sam Shields. If you give Aaron Rodgers a good defense, he would have more Super Bowls than Tom Brady. Or just a defense that can do something, bro. A defense that can, you know what I'm saying? Like, go out there and earn your money. Give him a defense that can play. You're asking a man to put up like 40 points every game. That's a lot, bro. Remember when Tom Brady laughed about when they played the Giants in the Super Bowl and they were asking him before the Super Bowl, can you put up 17 points, and he laughed, and then the Giants held him to 14? It's very, very hard to consistently put up a lot of points, man. People are like, oh, Mike Evans, oh, he's too close to Mike Evans.
That coffee will make me
Yo, see, that's the thing. He's so slow,
Yeah.
bro. I should have threw it to him. I was trying to make him get some shine, but the dude's garbage, though. I was trying to
It
make him
helps
get some
not
shine, but the
eating
dude's
too.
garbage, though. Bruh, bro.
Really?
What is that?
Yeah, well,
I don't understand what that guy...
you know, I said, well, I was about to explain it.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know if it helps, but like, I feel like part of the reason I've been feeling like shit is like, you know, I was snacking and eating more than I was pooping out. I feel like it just chills inside me. So I'm just trying to chill out on eating till I can get a good fucking poop.
Right. Fucking so real. Fucking like, where else is it gonna go?
I haven't had a good poop in like a week.
Since Gabapentin? No, just kidding.
I barely poop.
That's why I like the Gabapentin, because it makes me shit like everything out inside of me. Like,
Yeah.
no way anything is inside of me.
And then you ever notice, like, I look down at my stomach and abdomen and, like, I'm like, flat.
Yeah.
I'm more flat. Like, I don't feel like I have such a big gut.
Oh, after you poop?
After gabapentin.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You don't have anything. You don't have a big belly or anything.
Yeah, but I'm saying I can feel a difference.
doing? That's craziness. Yeah, if you were using Twitch Prime, you have to resub every month. It's still free, but you have to resub every month. It gives everybody the option to support other streams and not just be solid with one on a monthly basis. So if you are Twitch Prime, you can sub for free to any stream on Twitch. All right, let's go. We got to go Tyreek Hill. He's gone, bro. He pressed him. He was stupid. He pressed him. He was stupid. He's gone. Tyreek Hill gone, bro. You ain't catching him, bro. Bro, stop running. Stop running, bro. It's all good. Oh, one cut. Woo! Bro, woo! Celebrate it. Celebrate it. Let's go. Okay, so that's pretty much what we have to do. That's the first level, it looks like, right? We just ran through those first levels pretty quickly. All right, so that's done. So we get another gauntlet pack and a gold pack. All right, so what do we got going on right now? All right, so here we go. Let's get that. Okay, we passed 90 yards out. Gold plus rookie gauntlet pack. All right, what you got again? Let's see what we got. Oh, that's nice graphically. Okay, and we got a bum right there. All right, is this dude auctionable or tradable? Oh, we can auction him. That's an auctionable gold. All right, that's cool. So we got another rookie, another gauntlet. All right, so we got more gauntlets in here right now. So how many levels is it? Oh, they got different ones. So it's this one is the rushing ladder. So now we gotta have a decent. Okay, we gotta have a decent running back. Okay, not bad. That wasn't bad for the first couple. Pretty good. So here we go. Let's go ahead and jump into this real quick. And pretty much, you know, you should be able to run through this. How long was that? How long did that segment take? Because I don't think they designed these to be as time consuming. Like with all the moments. You got to do one thing and you're good to go. No, Big Ice, he will burn like that, and the defense that the people are playing allows it to happen. Like, I think that if they keep it the way that it is right now, you're going to have to play prevent defenses to stop Tyreek Hill. You're going to have to make sure dudes are back. You know what I'm saying? Like the way they used to realistically defend Randy Moss when he played in the NFL. Okay, we got to rush for a TD. So, usually toss plays are key at the 1 yard line, so you can go down to concept.
I want to see how he beats this one rush play, because I couldn't rush it from like 15 out. I kept getting stopped.
Right now, what this is right now is the Atlanta Falcons.
What'd you say?
Nothing, dude. I just want to see how he does this. Because I was getting stopped last night.
You got it?
Is that you?
Yeah.
You did it?
Yeah, but he's doing these rushing, like rush from 1, rush from 5, rush from 10. When I got to 15, I got stuck. I couldn't rush it. I did it like 20 times. I couldn't make it into the end zone. So I want to see what play he's going to use.
Taking a little retreat. I don't know. The quarterback situation, I think if they put Baker Mayfield in earlier, like sooner than later, I think they have a chance of doing that. I'm not saying that Tyrod Taylor is trash. I'm just saying that Baker Mayfield is not a typical backup quarterback. He's a guy that's coming in with a full head of steam, ready to just cause havoc. And I think the sooner they give him the reins, the better it will be.
I don't know about that, bro.
That'll just be a better situation.
That's the Browns you're talking about.
So obviously the journey will be next. We got to unlock what level.
I know Baker Mayfield is a leader and kind of loud, but that's the Browns. All that means is when it starts going bad, he's going to be very vocal about it and cause a rift.
Big Ice is saying, okay. Oh, yeah. You were gifted a sub. Yeah, it runs out after 30 days. So that's probably why you don't have that going on. But that's cool. All right, we're going to be rushing for a TD from 3 yards out. One play. Okay. So let's go ahead and get that done. All right. So, 4 yards out. Okay. We could run stretch here because usually they don't play. See, this defense, I'm pretty sure you could run stretch regardless. Let me see what happens. Still gonna block. There we go. Good job. What? Bro, he just slowed down at the end of the run. Why is he in my game, though? I can't wait to get my Saquon Barkley, bro. Like, this dude is just garbage, man. This dude is garbage. Okay, we got to take him out the game. That's the problem. You got to suck him out the game. He's so trash, though. Put Nixon in. Tyrod will have less turnovers.
He's doing these before he even had his Saquon Barkley, the rookie premier, the card I use for running. So I want to see how he does it from 15 yards out, you know? Because I couldn't do it with Saquon. He doesn't even have someone as good as Saquon.
Let's try the pitch play. Maybe the pitch play is just straight OP. We'll do that. Let's go to concept. Let's go to sweeps. Let's do the pitch play that we just did on a single back bunch.
I can feel the poop
Oh, you've been
coming.
on the train. That's a long time to be on the train. That's a long time to be doing anything. Hold your block. Oh, there we go. Good job. Run around. Okay, good job. It looks like we're just going to try to pitch and see how they play the pitch, man. Instead of doing everything else. I know that the stretch play is still very OP, but for the computer, just to complete this, whole situation with the computer, I think it might be better if we just go ahead and lean towards just running the pitch, like any pitch play you have inside your playbook, just run that. Swaggy, what's going on? 18 hours is a long time. Yeah, Baker, I'm expecting, if he gets a shot to go out there and start or whatever, I'm expecting him to be, like people try to say, oh yeah, but look back at Johnny Manziel, completely different things.
No.
Johnny Manziel didn't have to do the things that Baker Mayfield had to do to get to where they got to ultimately in that height of their college football careers. And when you grind for certain things and you achieve it, I just think that Baker Mayfield appreciates success more than Johnny Manziel did.
Yeah, I agree with that. But that doesn't mean that once you get to the NFL, it's going to be all fighting. You throw you into the fire, it could be the same thing.
Solos in Madden 16. Yeah, Carter, what's going on? We the best 9,000. What do I think about Madden 19 so far? I like it. Rush for 10 yards, 8 yards out. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to just stay along the lines of what we've been doing.
Right here, rush for 15 yards out.
Okay, we're going to run the pitch. And any kind of quick pitches you have.
Oh no, this is closer. I did this one.
Because the computer is going to give us that kind of leeway. The only thing is, like, my running back is garbage. It's CJ Anderson. That dude sucks, but all right, hold the block. There we go. Good job. But
I gotta take a shit.
It looks like they blocked well.
Hopefully.
Because usually the pass that usually back.
he was talking about. I got a pretty good shit right there. Yo, he was talking about Josh Gordon wasting his potential. I hope that's that wide receiver on the Browns that was such a beast and was doing drugs. So he was just talking about it, and I just want to see if something happened. Oh, they had Hard Knocks? What? There you go. Listen, this was yesterday. As of this morning, Josh Gordon has still not reported to Browns camp.
Why?
What wasted potential. The guy's had like 30 chances. Fucking asshole. That's what they were talking about. I'm like, because what they were talking about wasn't good. And it says, Cleveland has been quiet about the status of their talented and troubled receiver who, in his own words, is taking time to follow his overall health and treatment plan. You know, he's going to be the type of guy that never realizes to maximize his potential. He's going to have a lot of regrets. Adam Schefter reported Gordon is seeking additional counseling to deal with his mental health and anxiety, which are closely linked to his substance abuse issues.
That's retarded.
Tyrod Taylor gives the latest update on Josh Gordon. This is the quarterback of the Browns. Let's hear it.
I'm a little bit of a movie nerd. Actually, I'm a 100% total movie nerd.
It's okay. You're in a safe space.
Movie nerd. I think I have a TV that was made just for you.
Another guy was really good, Justin Blackman.
TVs are perfect for movies, sports, streaming.
Really?
They feature
Why didn't he
intense,
go
calming,
again?
and more vivid.
It doesn't say, it just says, I just read it, anxiety and shit.
The picture is pretty magical.
I don't know if he used or violated the substance abuse policy. I don't think he did. Now, he didn't even violate it. Now he's just not showing up. Here we go. Dude, this is the Browns in a hole. Babe, they've been dealing with this guy since 2013. That's the Browns.
Everybody has the freedom to watch and to listen to whatever they want to.
That's the Browns.
So we just ignore guys like that. We don't acknowledge them. You know what I'm saying? We just go and keep it moving. So if the subs, yeah, when you type in free, click that button and it'll link it. Yeah, now link your stuff and you'll be good. And everything will be all set.
So,
okay.
I guess Hard Knocks, episode 1 came out. Hard Knocks is it's an inside look of training camp for one NFL team. They do it every year. This year it's the Browns because they're the most interesting team because they've brought a lot of people in. So today, remind me, don't forget, ready?
Yeah.
Remind me to look up Hard Knocks episode 1 and see if I can find it on YouTube.
Okay.
And we'll watch it. Because those are super dope. Miami was on it in like 2008. What you remember that video I showed you of Vontae Davis where they're like, we're going to let you go, bud. He's like, I want to call my grandma.
Right.
That was from Hard Knocks.
Oh,
The show.
okay.
That's how you had that inside look.
That was a good video.
So it's super dope. Like, I want to see what's going on.
That was a great video.
And, you know, that's what, you know, Doug Lee Durong agrees with me. I mean, it'd be pretty stupid not to. You know, people are like, asked him a question. He's like, I think that the Dolphins need to start signing their draft picks, because if we sign our draft picks or sign our good people, we wouldn't have problems. Like, for instance, we had a problem with tight end the last few years. And we used to have a tight end by the name of Charles Clay. He was black. He was so nasty. We had him for a few years, and then we let him go, and now he's on the Bills, and the Bills are holding him like they won't let him go. So we like basically let people play for 4 years and then just let them go. And other teams don't do that, and that's how you build a team, because you get the same guys coming back and they know their position. It's not a learning process. Miami's in a constant fucking learning, building process every year.
Yep.
But it's been different since Coach Gase is there. I really like our coach.
Adam?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Adam Gase.
sweet.
We fired Jeff Ireland a couple of years ago. Jeff Ireland was the guy that was talking to Vontae Davis. Yeah, we're going to have to let you go. People were flying signs over Miami, fire Jeff Ireland, paying for it, for planes to fly.
What?
Yeah, that's how bad Jeff Ireland was.
Holy shit, I've never even heard of that.
Jeff Ireland was the dumbest. He was, I forget what Jeff Ireland was, but he was in the front office and he managed players, and he would just, I felt like he was being paid under the table to make them shit. Like from the Patriots or something. Seriously. It's not even an exaggeration. Just to make it easier for the Patriots.
Holy shit.
Because don't forget, we're in the league with the Patriots, AFC East. And the Patriots, they love having the Super Bowl. So why not give them an easy season to guarantee a playoff appearance?
Right.
I'm going to look more up on Josh Gordon. Because this is a joke to me. Bro, you're built like a sculpture. You have all the fucking talent in the world. And you're really not showing up for training camp. See, that's when it turns into selfishness. Because your team can't count on you. And all of a sudden, like, everyone's planning for you to be there and you're a no-show. Unacceptable.
Fucking douche. That Dead by Night game finally installed?
Yeah, it was ready last night.
Oh.
Alright, let's look this up on YouTube. We gotta go soon.
Are you coming back here?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Oh. What time do you want to leave here?
Like 20 minutes.
Okay.
This is Josh Gordon says he will not be at training camp as part of his treatment plan. Here's Chris Carter, a legendary wide receiver, reacting to him not being at training camp. That's a joke. Training camp is for everybody. Miami, that's why I told you when training camp started, everyone on the roster reported.
It's a problem anytime that a player that has the history that Josh does. And it was fairly clear yesterday that the Browns and Josh himself had released some stuff. Someone from the office had sent me something about Josh, the tweet that he had sent out, that he hadn't flunked the test and everything. I was like, I can't get on Josh Gordon Twitter. You know what? Josh Gordon blocked me a number of years ago. Yeah, because I thought the Browns should have cut him when initially they started having problems. And a lot of it was based off, I knew that was the moment of truth for me. People talk about they have a moment of truth, but they just lie. And it's like, is there some correction? That and being cut by Buddy Ryan, it changed my perspective and ultimately got me to where I should be.
Before you go on, I just wanted to, for the audience that didn't follow the story years ago, because at this point it now was years ago.
Yeah.
This was when Josh
2013.
was, what I would say was still in denial, or at least publicly in denial about his issues. And you went on TV, and this before you and I knew each other, but I'd seen you on TV talking about this. I thought in a somewhat empathetic manner was talking about what was best for Josh. And Josh wrote an open letter to Chris Carter saying basically, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm fine.
You don't know me.
You don't care about me. I'm fine. I'm healthy.
To which
you're ascribing issues to me that you dealt with that I don't deal with.
Yes.
And blocked you on Twitter, which whatever, who cares? But then we found a lot of what you were saying was spot on. And since then, you've been on, I just want the audience to understand, because I don't want people to think it's some petty beef. You've been on television as one of Josh Gordon's biggest advocates and biggest supporters as far as hoping he can get back in the league and hoping he can get healthy. So that's the background of what you mentioned.
Mentally healthy.
For me, it's not personal.
Right.
It's not because who Josh is or anything. No, it's about what he's actually going through and being a drug addict and recovering alcoholic, the things that people go through. Now, we think that just because you stop using the drugs, that you're going to be healthy and you're going to be your state of mind and you're going to be clear and buoyant. No, you're not. You go through different stages in recovery. And obviously, Josh is going through a stage where it's not necessarily about the substance being in my life. It's about how you think, how you talk, the things you say, and being prompt. Being at your meetings, being where you're supposed to be, because those are things that alcoholics and drug addicts, they don't do very well. So after you stop using the substances, there's a number of things that you have to try to get counseling and help for, because how you're going to live without that substance in your life, that's new to you. So there's a lot of things you have to learn.
He knows what he's talking
Josh
about.
is going through what we see all the time. Now, I'm not going to say he made a slip or he had a setback, but there are hard things that you have to deal with as far as your life. You're not prepared for, because it's the first time, typically since you've been an adult, that you haven't been medicated in some form or fashion.
You and I talked earlier this morning, and you were talking about how the fact that he's not at training camp, despite what the release was that he put out there, that this is all part of what I'm going through and I wasn't going to be here, that's not good for him. That he needs to have that regimented daily thing to do, place to be, and that helps him.
Not only is it or you would think not good for him, but it also, I feel like I can say confidently, was not part of the plan. The idea that it would have been
training camp.
Listen, I'm not saying he should not have constant maintenance, or maybe he had a schedule. Listen, I'm going to do an inpatient 72 hours at some point, like just to recalibrate.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't schedule that for the very start of training camp. Like something, I'm not saying he failed a drug test. I'm not saying,
No,
I don't
clearly
know what
went
happened.
awry.
Something that they had a schedule
that.
laid out, and something happened, or something triggered inside him that made them diverge from that schedule. That's the only logical way I can look at it.
Yeah, and just think about it. If you work in a private job, and we have thousands of people that are going through treatment and through the process that Josh is going through, they're just not doing it in the public eye. They could be at their job, they could be away from their job, and it wouldn't be the type of attention. So when you have the type of issues Josh, myself, and others have, and you have to try to get well in the public eye, it's very, very hard. There are times during, not professional athletes, because them being associated with their team, that's different. But there are times in the rehab process, I'm associated with the company, Ambrosia. We have 6 training facilities around the country. There are times where patients will have to divert from their program. We still believe they're on course, but we have to deviate from what we've prescribed for them for their best interest. They might have to get on some other type of medication. They might have to see some other type of specialist. But their ability to be able to live and have power in their life on a regular basis, that's the goal. Obviously, something has happened where they don't feel like Josh being there at training camp, because one of the things that's been proven that as an alcoholic or a drug addict, when you are at your job, and that's the reason why the NFL changed the rules and bent the rules. If you have a street drug conviction or you've been suspended, you are allowed to be
At the facility.
at the facility.
Sure.
Now, not when you're suspended for a year, but the other times when you're fined or you have a 4 game, because they know being a daily regimen, being around your teammates, being at your having a regular schedule is better for recovering addicts.
How supportive has the league been and have the Browns been? And is it in their best interest to get Josh back in there and try to get him back on the team and up and going again?
How supportive? The league can't be any more supportive. The league actually changed the rule. They're not going to say this. They're not going to admit it. They actually changed the rule to be able to help Josh out. There was a stage in the drug program where you were suspended, and they dialed that back. Where you were suspended 6 games, they dialed that back to 2 to 4 games. Well, now you have there's an extra suspension or fine in the player's process.
In the front end of it. They built into the front end of it.
What?